Hello everyone and welcome to the W9 Cast podcast. We literally decided to do this on a fucking whim and here we go. Welcome to the W9 Gamer. Are we using our real names or not? Like this is how fucking on a whim we decided to do this.
I mean, gonna find
Flip
out.
a coin!
Flip a coin.
Flip a coin.
Here.
I mean,
I got one. Call it heads or tails. Whatever you want.
I personally do not care and think it's easier if we do use our real names.
Yeah, I'd say that works.
Oh, look, it landed on heads. I guess we're using our real names, guys.
I'm Queen Elizabeth the First.
Not convinced you are, but okay.
Anyway,
we've got William, the W9 Gamer, and we're joined by our special guest tonight, Liam.
Yes.
Salutations. That is who he is.
But is it who I am?
Could be, but is it who you are?
Yeah. If you hear other weird noise, we're playing Hearts of Iron, so that might be going in the background, but
That's how our creative juices flow.
don't worry about that too much.
The conqueror of Europe.
Yes. So, I wonder what's going in this podcast.
That's a good question. Smells like failure to me.
Oh, that's not grand. That's Soviets. We're gonna get involved with the Czech in the game.
Yeah,
Not happening.
it's okay.
They're also being guaranteed by France and Romania.
Of course they are.
They're all going the communist bloc again.
Who the fuck's gonna watch this?
That's a
Nobody.
good nobody, but you know, you can be optimistic for once, motherfucker.
We're gonna become bigger than.
We need to have a plan for the next one, but you know what? This is good. I'm still gonna publish this regardless of what's on it.
That fair enough.
As long as, you know, nothing non-internet friendly is included.
Fair enough. Talk about UFOs. Apparently, the U.S. has found UFOs.
Yeah. I've not heard any of that, and
No,
I haven't heard anything new about it. No.
I just remember the Pentagon or whoever was like, "Yeah, we've seen things in the sky."
Wow, we've seen things in the sky. We don't know what they are.
So many UFOs. There's that like a.
The whole term
Donald's
UFO
parking
is
lot.
like, it's not an accurate term anymore.
Clearly stands for Unifying Front.
Yeah.
Ostrich is.
I'm gonna check and make sure I'm even still recording. Oh yeah.
Like,
But no, it's all it is unidentified flying object. So
Yeah.
even a fucking airliner that's just gone off the radar is technically a UFO.
And with the quick advancements in technology, there's so many new things that are just popping out. Stealth aircraft and all these new technologies. It's just wild to try and keep track of everything. I mean, of course, governments have their intelligence agencies, and they prod those sorts of things and flag them, but they're not going to be able to catch everything. So you'll find government projects and shit flying about. Those are going
Yeah. Well, even 70 years ago, the whole flying saucer thing, saying it was aliens, was, I mean, like the U.S. Air Force was developing an aircraft that looked like a flying saucer.
Yeah.
it's a,
They've admitted to it. I don't know why it's still a conspiracy theory. They're like, yeah, we were designing a jet that looks like this.
we don't trust you, damn it.
I
We
guess-
know you're making one.
Yeah, I guess nobody listens. They all just believe what they want to believe.
Correct, we are making one. I don't believe you for a second. You're the government. Okay.
Oh, it's aliens.
It is
It's
that
alien.
ridiculous.
No, it's not.
No,
If you
it's,
saw something,
it's like they released the documents. This is the weird shit we've been doing. We don't believe you.
Nobody believes anyone anymore.
Hold on, let me put on my tinfoil hat, guys. This conversation is microwaving my
Oh
brain
yeah,
cells.
I don't have any tinfoil, unfortunately.
It's okay. My 5G from my COVID jab keeps me going.
Oh yeah, the microchip too.
Yeah. Daddy Gates will come save me in his private chopper.
You know, I once saw a TikTok actually about like this whole government COVID tracking microchip thing. It was from like a Afghanistan veteran, and he raised the best fucking point about this I've ever heard. Because you know, in Afghanistan, like we had the daggers, which were our GPS, like trackers, essentially locators for like armored vehicles, platoons, or whatever. It was like one per platoon. They were literally the size of a clay brick. Like,
Nice.
I've held one before. They are the size of a clay brick, and they don't even work anyway.
What?
And the
What?
battery only lasts for like 7 days. Yeah, like they don't work. Maybe they worked when they came out like 40 years ago, but they only worked half the time. Like it was so bad to the point where frequently companies almost mortared other companies because they couldn't figure out if they were friendly or enemy because the daggers weren't working.
That's enjoyable.
And people, for some reason, think the government has taken that technology, microized it, and somehow gave it a power source to last for years, and put it in a vaccine.
No. I watched Jurassic World, mate. I know that runs on our theogermometric heat thing in our brains.
Okay.
That's right.
Sure. Sure.
Yup.
That's another thing. The Jurassic Park movies not as far away from reality as you might think.
I mean, I have fish in an aquarium. I basically think I'm John
Genetic
Hammond.
cloning is already a possibility, right?
Yeah, I think
A very
the limiting factor is getting the DNA.
well, even that. Like, there's so many fossils, frozen species and samples that you can find. Like, there's frozen mammoths, frozen people,
Oh yeah.
Neanderthals, and all that shit.
Gross.
Like, obviously, we're no fucking experts, but you know,
Yeah, everything you hear on this podcast is citation needed.
We're not.
opinions. We're no professors. Let's just say that.
We
Yeah.
are famously experts at nothing.
Yes. Well, look, I'd argue we're experts at bullshit, but you know.
I would argue that too.
The BS Dream Team.
Yeah, that's the new name of the
BS
podcast.
Dream Team.
Changing the name of the podcast already, boys.
Yeah.
Well, we found a better one. We have to be willing to improve.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah. You think unidentified flying objects that
Alright,
UFO?
let's not blow through all of our material in the first 13 minutes. Let's go back to what Liam was saying there about finding frozen Neanderthals.
Oh, Neanderthals.
Not specifically finding frozen Neanderthals, because the chances of that happening are pretty much nil, right?
Yeah.
But you go to Siberia, right? You find all these frozen, like, ancient horses, mammoths, and all these species that have died during, like, great migrations and all these things. And right, they're perfectly preserved, right? Because they just won't rot in the Arctic. So the amount of samples, DNA, and just dietary samples you can get off
Dietary.
Yeah, you can find shit in their stomachs, like with
Oh.
fossils.
Didn't we find like a frozen piece of like a T-Rex skin or something, like with living cells on it?
I don't think so, but
I know they found.
that's something we should look into. right? Because
I remember seeing something about that, although it might have been on Facebook, so it might not have been the most reliable of sources. But I
don't know.
I do recall seeing something like that.
Facebook. Oh. I know we found like a baby wolf or whatever. And we could see inside its stomach.
Well, there was the closest thing I can find on that right now is something I did look into. I watched a fucking full documentary on it. There was in Canada, right here in home, in Alberta, was it?
Home.
Probably.
Dinosaurs found not dinosaurs. What the fuck?
They
That'd be
found
fucking cringe.
dinosaurs.
Well, miners accidentally found a fossil.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like one of those huge fucking
Things.
pit mines.
Pit.
Oh yeah, that happens quite
You know
frequently.
what I mean? Right? But like the fossil was completely intact.
Oh wow. That does not
was
happen so frequently.
Yeah, because apparently the theory on it was that it had slipped and fell into one of the inland seas back when they were still a thing, right?
Oh yeah.
And once that had happened, it had flipped over, and once it died, the gas popped, all these things, but in the end, it hit the seafloor, and the sediment had formed around it. So, fish couldn't get at it, scavengers couldn't get at it, nothing could get at the corpse. So it rested perfectly fucking still, yeah, it's completely intact. The only problem that, like the only destruction that happened to it, rather, was they dropped it during excavation.
Oh nice.
Imagine being the guy on that fucking excavator. You get it out and you just drop it.
They didn't drop it. That's the wrong word there. They were picking it up, and the thing just split down the middle,
Oh.
essentially. So
Okay.
it was just way too fragile to move.
Yeah.
Or they could have tried to move it in a different way, yada yada yada, but endgame, it broke.
Yeah.
So
Oof.
it's probably one of the best specimens that has ever been found. And even the part that's broken is still in fantastic shape.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like, I'll send,
Like the T-Rex, I'm pretty sure. Like, have we like never found a complete fossil of it, or maybe we only found one or something like that?
I don't think we've ever found a complete fossil. Because finding complete dinosaur fossils is extremely rare.
Well,
And-
is it
and-
full skeleton? Or?
Despite how popular the T-Rex is, there really wasn't that many of them.
Actually, that's still in debate.
Well,
Because
can't
I remember
imagine.
seeing an article somewhere. I forget where, but I will try to find it. But they said that T-Rex might have been one of the most common hunters.
Oh really?
I
I,
don't know.
I know I saw another article at some point where it was like unlikely that they were hunters.
Yeah, I saw that too. That they were like scavengers and
Yeah.
long-range trackers, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. But yeah, this is all stuff that we just need to look into, right?
And I remember seeing another article where it was like they were actually quiet as fuck
Oh yeah.
because they're related more to birds than anything else, and usually with the bigger the bird, the quieter it is for some unknown reason.
Well, isn't it that smaller birds, they need to compensate? You know.
Mhm.
Small eyes. They need glasses.
Exactly.
As we were talking about this, I got a Vice news alert.
Okay.
And the Italian customs authorities have seized a dinosaur egg hidden inside a package.
Really?
Yep.
Was it Dennis Nedry?
No.
Was that
But it
even?
did-
Did I even get that name right? I think I did.
Maybe?
It was the guy from Jurassic Park, the original
Dennis.
one. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. Hidden inside a package. So it was inside a shaving cream. It's actually just a genome. Some guy found it.
On a completely unrelated, well, kind of unrelated, still scientific. I remember seeing an article about The Martian. And
With Matt Damon?
I thought it was Mark Wahlberg.
No, it's Matt
No,
Damon.
it's
Oh, yeah.
Matt Damon. Yeah.
I get the two confused all the time. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know famous people that well. It's probably my fault. 100% is. But
Ellen DeGeneres and Oprah.
yeah, fuck. You know. Yeah, that's one that I could actually foresee myself fucking up if. Anyway, back to what I was saying. It was the science in that movie was actually all like 100% accurate.
Oh yeah. Okay, you're talking about that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
and
read that. That was fucking cool.
Yeah, like 100% accurate. In fact, the only reason why we can't do that is budgetary constraints. Like that is the only thing stopping us from getting to Mars, essentially.
Well, budgetary constraints, and there's no real incentive for us to go there.
Yeah,
Right.
well, yeah. I mean, I
I'll
would
just say,
assume
like-
the lack of incentive is why we have no money to do it. I kind of put the two hand in hand.
Okay.
If
yeah.
if Mars had oil patches, it would be considered America 2.0 by
You know
now.
what? They probably do, but we never.
Oil?
Yeah,
We don't have.
We never drilled into it. Like all we know about it is what's on its surface.
It's an
Well,
oiled
okay.
dinosaur?
Well, yeah, but there's a theory because there's polar
Well-
ice caps on it that there was life on that planet at some point.
Not specifically dinosaurs, but
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
think of it.
I mean, oil is just it's organic matter essentially. It's plants, dinosaurs, it's whatever.
Hello everybody, welcome to our grade 8 science class.
Good grade 8 is ambitious.
Welcome to kindergarten science class. Yeah. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, like I wouldn't be surprised if there was oil on Mars.
Would there be?
You'll never know.
Yeah, we won't know until we get there and start drilling. So we probably will never know in our lifetime.
Well,
I mean-
not even drilling. You don't have to drill to find oil per se. But,
I
you know,
guess.
there's
I-
a lot of
I guess.
new ways.
I don't know too much about that industry, even on this
Right.
planet. Pretty much, the only two things I know the slightest bit about for sure is the army and cars.
Oh yes.
And even then, there's a limit as to how far I'll go saying that I know what I'm talking about.
I see.
All right. Apparently the U.S. government has an entire .gov page on how to survey for crude oil.
Do they?
And
Yeah.
it doesn't surprise me whatsoever.
What is it like? How to
link it in
survey?
I'll link it in our little chat here. But it's all seismic surveys and studying the.
See, they
the
leave
layers
out the last step of the U.S. Army's gonna come visit you.
What?
Just clicking on the page. Just clicking on the page was sending them a location.
Let's click on the page. Okay, I'll tab out of whatever we're doing here.
Please enter address of oil reserve. What?
Is it where? Are oil
Here's a
functions?
knock on the door. It's like Homeland Security.
Also,
Oh,
who
yeah.
paused the game?
I don't know.
The game.
Yeah, I think the game paused the game.
Okay. It's also on 1 speed.
Yeah,
can't
that's.
really hide.
Look at how heavily we're focusing on it. That's probably a good thing.
Honestly, there's nothing really happening at this point in the game, so we could probably leave it on like 5 speed. But
it will not.
Let's
yeah,
not.
yeah,
It can't
we're not.
handle it. It really can't handle more than 2.
You can't handle 1 right now.
Yeah.
Well, it's not necessarily the game, but more the clientele.
Paradox Interactive.
Oh, I don't get me started. That's
Paradox is great.
I don't know
Like-
what you're talking about.
they're great with games. They just need to work on multiplayer.
I feel like multiplayer isn't a heavily used feature of their games.
Also, Ryan's about 100 hours behind now.
What?
You're 4 day. You're
It's okay.
You're 4 days behind it.
Basically playing 2 different games.
That's beautiful. We could warn you about future attacks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Except only we'll be able to react to them. Hey Ryan, in the future you're gonna get attacked by Russia. What? What do you mean? He comes back and half his country's just gone.
Great.
It's like a lag spike. Boop.
Oh, so glad we decided to do this. We discussed doing this podcast for a whole, 2 minutes before it happened. It's been going on longer than the amount of time it took for us to decide to do it.
Should we record? Yeah, let's do it. We got nothing else to do.
I haven't posted anything in a long time.
There we go. Getting her out of the way.
That's good. I'm sure a whole 4 people is gonna watch this anyway. That's how much I normally get.
That's beautiful.
And you know what? That's okay. I hope I'm entertaining you 4 people out there.
If you like to write to us, no,
You know what?
we'll be
I got nothing better to do with my time.
we'll be taking questions on what we think about things.
Yeah, we'll be questioning ourselves.
Is I round? What?
Yeah. What's a good topic? Electric vehicles.
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt.
Electric people?
I said vehicles, but we
Oh.
can talk about electric people if you like.
They're shocking when you see them.
Alright, that's enough for this podcast. Guys.
I got more dad jokes. No.
Oh, can't be done yet. It's way too
Being
short. The
so
other ones are like 4
negative.
hours.
Quit being so negative when I'm being positive here.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to call this one.
This is some AAA content.
Eventually, he's gonna run out of ammunition. It's okay.
Don't challenge him.
I'll go on forever. Like the Energizer Bunny.
Alright. Jesus Christ.
No.
Just put the Energizer Bunny in every car and see what happens. All of a sudden, a fully electric Corolla's gonna outrun a Dodge Hellcat.
Jesus, I googled battery jokes to keep me going.
That's how much effort you're putting into this.
Yes, however, I made it to a public forum.
Oh.
And one guy says, "What's the difference between a battery and his wife?" The battery has a positive side to it. Yikes.
Oh, that's good shit. Man, I haven't even been drinking tonight. It's like the one night that I haven't came on here like absolutely fucking rocked and played a
Nice.
game with you guys.
Well, police arrested a man who
I'm on vacation.
dropped his phone
it's
in the
okay.
ocean. He was charged with assault.
Wasn't there a Roman emperor that
Infantry.
like declared war on the ocean?
Jeff Bezos.
I don't think that he's Roman.
Could be. Is he even allowed to return to Earth?
Yeah. What?
There was like a petition of people signing saying he shouldn't be allowed to return back to Earth once he launches in Blue Origin.
Okay, I didn't hear about that. I heard he was going to space. I didn't realize people were like, "No, fuck you, you can't come back."
Yeah, no.
What? How do you stop someone from coming back from space?
I don't know, he just
The U.S. Space Force is gonna get involved.
Yeah. You try entering into orbit, we're just gonna shoot you out the sky.
Oh my god.
That's why we have the Patriot system.
Why are people like this?
I don't know, but it's kind of funny.
I don't really understand the power behind a petition.
I know a lot of well, I don't know. I think in the United States, if you get a certain amount, the president has to look at it.
Yeah, I mean, I understand it's like a document that represents what a whole bunch of people want. So, like, I understand it's something worth looking at. But I don't know what real power it has. Like, I feel like it doesn't have the power to say, no, somebody can't return to Earth.
Oh, no, I don't think something
Like,
that drastic.
I don't think that there's anything actually binding about a petition. It's just like, hey, 150,000 people are angry about this. Maybe we should look at it.
I think it depends on the scale.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like how...
I know there's
well,
a...
people-
Because I know where I live, there's one of our radio stations changed. So, like, we don't have any rock stations in my region now. And somebody was, like, they were launching a petition, like, oh, don't let this radio station change. And I'm thinking, like, how the fuck does that work? Like, how does a petition undo a business deal? Like,
Yeah.
what's gonna happen? You know?
Fair enough.
Well, it's not like a petition can actually really change anything. Like, a petition only has power if someone is willing to make the change on the side of, whoever's needs
Yeah.
being petitioned. Right. So,
Yeah. Like, there's a lot of things that I don't understand. That our generation especially seems to think will solve all of our problems. Like, do you think if, like, we get 1 million signatures, racism's gonna go away? It's not.
I'm
It's
not
not really how that
touching this
works,
one.
is it? Yeah, no, I shouldn't go down that rabbit hole. Anyway,
I'm not touching this one. No.
that part might get cut out.
Yeah. I like how billionaires are going into space, and Bill Gates hasn't, or has he? Seems like that's what billionaires are up to these days. They're like, we're gonna launch stuff into space.
That's a Google question.
Like, Virgin. They have Virgin. What is it? Virgin Galactic, I think, and like Elon Musk has got SpaceX. Bezos has got Blue Origin. What does Bill Gates have?
Microsoft.
Yeah, I don't know anything besides Microsoft.
Yeah, Bill Gates. I think he's the world or America's largest farmer now. I think he owns a lot of farmland, like he's been buying it up.
Okay.
think he's the largest. Yeah. He owns 242,000 acres of farmland.
So
What a
like the
lad.
size of a small farm in Saskatchewan.
He's the. I don't know if it's. I'll have to Google this. Largest farm in Canada.
I don't even remember what number you said. I'm that
It
kind
was
of
like a quarter of a million.
a quarter of a million acres or hectares.
Acres.
Oh, I don't think
Yeah.
that's that many.
It's quite a lot.
I
I
mean,
mean, the largest farm in Canada is only 11,000 acres.
wow, never mind then.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it in
like,
Saskatchewan? Did I at least get that much right?
The Big Lake Angus Farms running 11,000 acres, the multi-million-dollar price tag. They put it outside budget
that
of a younger
Could
generation.
be Alberta.
It's Winnipeg, so yeah, Manitoba.
Winnipeg, Manitoba. Wow, none of the two options I said were right.
Travis Hyde built a farm in eastern Saskatchewan from a group before he started with 70,000. Now he's grown it to an operation of 40,000 acres. That one's even bigger.
Oh,
Never mind. Yeah, Saskatchewan. There you go, Ryan.
there you go. I know things. Not anything useful, but things. See, I'm the least educated person on this podcast.
It's not like education really means much.
Education's 9/5 of the law, damn it. That 1% is the biggest percent. Remember that.
Well, you can do so much without education nowadays.
In life, yes, but
Like, education will open so many doors for you. Whether it be, like here in Canada, it can be with the government. Right now, you can apply for FSWEB, which you can get paid government internships wherever the fuck you are. Right? And that's easy fucking jobs. Easy.
I did
Like
not
right
choose
now.
an easy route.
Easy doesn't mean better. You know? Like when it comes to the military, you're gonna have so many more life lessons. Like a lot.
How
But
accurate is America?
A few more. What?
What? How accurate's America?
What do you mean? How accurate's America?
With their Apache strikes.
Oh, that's something that should not be discussed on the internet.
Never mind. Yikes.
That's a touchy subject.
Oof.
That's something I said in confidence.
Whoops. Whoops.
Ugh. It's okay. I'm sure people can guess what happened.
America.
Isn't there like a BTS meal going on at McDonald's?
Yep.
I
That-
got a bag.
Changed rapid. What is that? I never heard of
I
that.
think it's an Asian pop band.
I don't leave my house.
It's a K-pop band.
Oh, that's
Is
why
it?
I know nothing. See, I don't even
Yeah.
like American pop.
I don't like pop in general, but
Yeah, same. I prefer soda.
Exactly.
I'm gonna cry. That made
Sweet.
me soda sad, that joke.
You're the worst.
I was so dependent on you guys enjoying my jokes.
I don't know any dad jokes. I'm not one of them.
What else could I do? That's what I'm
Are you just scrolling through the internet to look for jokes now?
Maybe.
No. Is anyone
It's-
still playing Hearts of Iron? Like, we've been paused on April 11th for.
It literally can't run anymore.
It can't run in it, so I should just turn this off. Is what you're saying?
Sure.
Okay.
Something's with the internets.
You might want
You're,
to
a year
save this
behind.
before I leave.
Tis been saved.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
are we heading back to Civ?
Heading back to. Oh fuck.
A new game is
Oh, not tonight though.
Not
no.
tonight.
I
I
gotta
think
work in.
Hearts of Iron would be running fine if I wasn't trying to record at the same time.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Scroll through Facebook and see what we got going on. Yeah, any new games you guys are excited for?
I'm looking at New World right now. It's Amazon's new game they're coming out with.
Amazon?
Amazon.
What?
Yeah.
Is it on Steam?
Yep. It's called New World. It's essentially going to be like an MMO. It's like World of Warcraft, you know?
Okay.
But it's very different. Essentially, the whole premise of the game is like you got a new world. You know, that thing you see in the big old title.
Hmm.
Who would have guessed, right? But
Certainly not more.
there's like this whole ancient power that wants to wipe out the world,
Of course there is.
So it's
etc., etc.
so is it like Earth trying to colonize a new world?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Not like sci-fi, but like swords, magic, guns. You know.
Oh,
Christopher
okay.
Columbus.
Swords, magic, and guns.
Kind of like Ark plus magic.
Yes, but no assault rifle
Oh. It's unfortunate.
or dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs, yeah.
And not really like Ark either.
I like dinosaurs.
It's like Ark,
Because-
but not Ark at all. Okay, tracking.
Yeah. So, because Ark is basically you load in and you can build your own shit. In an MMORPG, you like go around, do quests, level up your shit, do.
Oh,
raids
so it's
that-
like Mountain Blade Warband. Okay.
Yes, in a sense.
Heavily modded.
I too am heavily modded.
Are you? What kind of modifications do you have on your body?
Breast enlargements.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I feel like you're going in the opposite direction.
could be. I at least have triple Fs.
Is that a thing?
Probably not. It's a very large breasticle.
We can make it a thing.
Yeah.
Science!
We invented something new.
Triple Fs.
We-
The best. Imagine that being like your plastic surgery like clinic. You just have like an absurd breast size as like your name. That's what I would do if I was a plastic surgeon.
Dela Hershey, triple F-sized breasts.
I'm sorry?
Cool.
Allow me to send you the link.
No, please don't.
Did you say please do? Here you go.
No,
They're not natural, but
that's true. I never needed to see that in my life. I would have went my whole life without seeing that.
What am I missing? Oh, hello. Oh, Texas. That explains a lot.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Looks very Texan.
11 years ago. So
11
she
years
probably doesn't look as good as she does right now.
Her back broke.
Which isn't personally that great.
Oh lord.
Could kill her.
You could kill her?
No, it says triple F-sized breasts could kill her.
Yeah.
Don't doubt it. Anything that large.
No, I don't threaten to just go murder people, Will. I'm not you.
There was one time in Vegas, damn it.
Let's not forget the amount of hamsters you've threatened to eat.
Because they pissed me off.
I guess that is a way to get rid of them.
Just saying, there's a lot of hamsters in the world.
There are. They have massive domains in the wild.
Hamsters?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're like wild in Britain.
It's like a mile radius, like, domain. It's insane.
Really?
Yeah.
Hamsters?
Yeah.
Where are hamsters wild?
I think it's like Eastern Europe.
The first hamsters were discovered in Syria, apparently.
Well, that's pretty close to Eastern Europe.
They were also known to live in Greece, Romania, Bulgaria, and China. In the wild, they live in warm, dry areas like steep sand dunes and edges of the desert. I thought I read an article about them being in the UK.
I thought I read one about them being in Poland.
Poland, you say?
Yeah.
Apparently they do too. They do live in the UK. Hamsters are everywhere, we just don't know it.
Yeah, I'm sure the amount that have been released into the wild, there's probably some in every corner of the globe at this point. I don't know where they're geographically originally from before we turn them into pets, though.
Syria.
I guess, yeah.
The only place I could think of.
Yeah. I mean, that seems reasonable enough to me.
Right. I think we've hit the jackpot, lads.
Oh, boys, Farming Simulator 2022 has been released. Well, no, not released, but they've announced it.
I want it now. What I shall play. I used to be into Farming Sim. 2013 was the last one I played.
Yeah. Yeah, I bought them like every second year, with up to 2019. That took me way too long to remember.
I put Farming Civilization in my search bar.
That's not the right game.
Nope. No, it is not. A lot of people enjoy Farming Sim 2019. They're overwhelmingly positive reviews.
It's a pretty good game. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So far, 17 has been my favorite.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. 17 was really good.
Hmm.
19's taken some getting used to. They like changed the whole UI, and it's kind of confusing. And I only get them every 2 years, so I have no idea what 18 is like.
Top comment. I'm 75 years old, played PC games including Flight Simulator since the early 90s. This game is tops. Thank you.
Okay.
I think we found a veteran of PC games. He has 257 people found this helpful. He has 198 hours on record.
It's more than me.
That is quite a lot of hours, if you ask me.
Is it though? I'm sure we have many games that are way over that.
Yes, but never mind. You're very correct. Touche. Touche.
I'm not sure why it's not showing them. Yeah, like my most played game, Mountain Blade Warband, I have 848 hours in it.
That is quite a lot of hours.
I'm not sure how many of those are actual game hours though, because that's a game I can easily tab out of and then forget I'm playing it. So I'd chop up like 100 of those hours to me being AFK and not realizing it.
Fair enough. Shall we call it here for the evening, lads?
Yeah, this gives us 45 minutes. It's pretty good.
Superb.
Anyway, if you made it through that mess,
We apologize.
I both apologize and congratulate you. This is
Welcome to
something
the-
that will have no schedule. We'll probably continue to do it on a very random whim, just like this.
Could be 2 years since you hear
It
from
could be
us.
2 years. I think it was this time. Anyway,
Yes.
thank you for watching. Good night and goodbye.
Farewell.